Take a deep breath. Now take another, slower this time. Feel that pause? That gentle silence? That, my friend, is the doorway, the portal, the medicine. Stillness heals. Not because it fixes anything, but because it allows everything. Everything you've been running from. Everything you've been suppressing. Everything you've been too busy, too distracted, too afraid to face. Stillness brings it forward, softly, gently, so it can finally be seen. In the silence, you hear your soul. We live in a loud world. Everywhere you turn, noise, notifications, demands, expectations, hustle. The world teaches us to go, go, go. But the soul doesn't move like that. The soul whispers. The soul speaks in the language of subtle energy, of breath, of quiet nudges. And the only way to truly hear yourself, to remember who you are underneath all the programming, is to be still enough to listen. Stillness isn't doing nothing, it's doing the most. People confuse stillness with stagnation. But stillness isn't stuckness. Stillness is sacred movement. Internal movement. The kind that doesn't happen on the surface but in the depths. Think of the lotus flower, rooted in muddy waters, blooming only when it rests. Think of the ocean, vast, powerful, yet calm at its center. Think of your own breath, how peace lives in the pause between the inhale and the exhale. Stillness is where transformation begins. It's where trauma softens, where clarity rises, where intuition sharpens, where energy realigns. Healing isn't always loud. Healing isn't always crying on the floor or screaming into the void. Sometimes healing is laying in bed with your hand on your heart, sitting under a tree doing absolutely nothing, breathing deeply while the world spins wildly around you, saying no and choosing solitude over stimulation, just being quiet. You don't have to force your way into healing. You can rest your way into it. You can breathe your way into it. You can still your way into it, because the body knows, the spirit knows. And when you slow down, you let divine intelligence do what it's always been trying to do, heal you. In stillness you receive. We always talk about manifesting, about calling in the life we desire. But manifestation isn't just about action, it's about reception. And you can't receive when you're moving too fast to catch the blessing. When you're in stillness, you become a vessel, an open channel. You stop trying to control the outcome and start allowing divine timing. You stop chasing and you begin magnetizing. Stillness is surrender. And surrender is powerful. The world wants you exhausted, but you came to be whole. Let's be honest, there's a reason we're taught to fear stillness. Because in stillness you awaken. You stop blindly obeying systems that profit off your pain. You stop outsourcing your worth to the external. You start reclaiming your time, your energy, your soul. Stillness is revolutionary, because it returns your power back to you. So no, you're not weak for needing rest. You're not broken because you crave quiet. You are wise. You are awake. Daily stillness practices for healing. Want to let stillness into your life? Start small. Morning silence, no phone. Just breath, stillness, presence. Nature walks, no destination. Just awareness. Sacred baths, soak in silence. Let your body speak. Mindful journaling, one question. One page. Let it flow. Evening breath work, 5 minutes. Eyes closed. Slow breathing. Stillness doesn't demand hours. It just needs your presence. Final affirmations. Repeat these slowly. Let them settle in your body. In my stillness, I heal. I don't chase peace, I return to it. Stillness is my sanctuary. I am safe here. My healing doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be mine. I honor my sacred pause. So the next time the world tells you to move faster, pause. The next time your inner critic tells you you're falling behind, breathe. The next time the chaos feels too loud, go inward. Because you don't need to do more to be healed. You need to be more of who you already are. And who you are is powerful, is divine, is whole. Stillness heals, not because it changes the world around you, but because it reawakens the healer within you. So slow down and let yourself be restored. Stay aligned and highly favored. If you enjoyed this message, send to someone that you love, like and subscribe.